Everyone else is saying never cut corners. We're constantly looking, how do we cut corners that scrub speed out?
Speed has always been at the heart of NASCAR. It's why the pit crew at Trackhouse Racing spends hours practicing to perfect pit stops that now take just 8 seconds to complete. It's a job that's not for everyone.
There's that adrenaline element, and I think that's what hooks a lot of people. Right? We say all the time, if you want to know what it's like to be one of these guys, go to the interstate, put your heels on the white line, turn your back to traffic, let it blow by you. If that doesn't unnerve you, you have what it takes to be a NASCAR pit crew person.
Sean, Pete, and Mike Metcalf are in charge of putting the pieces together to make a world-class pit crew. Every step, hand position, and movement is closely analyzed. It's the reason Trackhouse had the fastest pit stop and was the top-rated pit crew for the entire 2022 season.
In this offseason is, okay, we were elite. What did we do right? Let's continue to do those things. And what were the, not big swings to change it. Generally, it's like 1 or 2% kind of marginal increase that'll get you there. So trying to keep it small, keep our world small, and just keep putting our best foot forward.
Metcalf played college football at Appalachian State. Getting into NASCAR was his way of staying competitive. Pete got into NASCAR by accident. While playing minor league hockey for the Greensboro Generals, Pete, number 23, started this massive brawl that resulted in one of the longest suspensions in East Coast Hockey League history. It was during his time off the ice he was introduced to NASCAR.
During that suspension, I met a guy in the stands who worked in NASCAR and said he knew my dad had a garage in Canada, and he said, hey, when your dad comes down, I'll show you around one of the race shops. We were walking around, and practice was going terrible, and it was back when just mechanics pitted the race cars. And the guy showed me around. Frank Starr was like, hey, this is Sean Pete. He's with the Greensboro Generals. And the crew's just like, get the hockey player in here. And I wasn't dressed to pit race cars, right? And he showed me, and I went and had some aptitude for it, and they were insistent that I try it, and I thought I'd do it for a year, and that was 20 years ago.
This unlikely pair has taken their pit stop principles and have written a book called The 12-Second Culture. The two now speak to college and professional teams and even Fortune 500 companies about team building.
Speed's the currency of business.
Their spin-off company is called Deck Leadership. D is for diversity, E is for efficiency, C for culture, and K for kindness.
Diversity for us was diversity of thought, diversity of experience, diversity of age, and diversity of motor, right? We were pit crew members, not pit crew coaches. We felt like if we could bring different people to the table, someone would have the key to unlock the answer that Mike and I didn't have. And that served us well.
We always joke about being a black guy and a Canadian in a sport where there initially weren't a lot of black guys or Canadians when we started, about 20 years ago.
Great culture is making people feel valued, right? Giving them purpose, giving them a way forward. And I think that we wanted people to come here and be excited to do the work here.
Which is exactly what's happening.